Hey guys. So, I haven't been on here for a little bit, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'll hop on here and just chat real quick. I got home from the store and I went to, well, actually, okay, I got home from our store and then I went to the store and got water and some other things I needed to get. And then I came home and I thought, I was in the kitchen actually making supper, and a couple things popped up in my head. And so I kind of just wanted to hop on here and kind of talk, and we'll kind of see how this video goes because I don't really have any rhyme or reason as to how this video is going to go. And so we're just going to flow with it. But one of the things that popped in my head today that really touched me close to my heart, that I felt maybe some other people need to discuss. And obviously when these things come up and I feel like we need to talk about it, it's something that I feel like not only am I going to understand, but also something that somebody else is going to understand. And so I'm going to share a little bit. I'm going to share a little bit of my story. I'm going to share a little bit of my story just so that you kind of understand what this all has to do with, without me really going into too much detail. And I'm trying to decide how I really want to start it. Let's start it first by what makes people feel a certain way about somebody. What makes people have a certain perception of somebody? What makes people place judgment on somebody else? Let's start with those three things, okay? Because I'm trying to see how I can do this without really incriminating myself. What people that we know, let's do it this way. People that we know, people that we've known for a very, very long time. People that have known us, we grew up with them, hell, born and raised with them. Family, friends, people that we socialize with, people that we have taken care of as a server. I don't know, like just everyday experience, everyday life, okay? We get to know people. Sometimes we get to know people really, really well. Sometimes we get to know people beyond well. And I guess for me, with what I do and some of the people that I've worked with, I get to know people on a very intimate level. And actually, as bartender, I got to know people on a very intimate level. People tell me things and divulge things to me and share things with me that they would share with their counselor, hence life coach, or they would share with a life coach or somebody that's close to them or a friend. Hell, people share things with me that they wouldn't even share with their closest partner, or they wouldn't even share with their family, right? So let's say that, okay? Let's go there. What makes somebody feel a certain way about somebody else by something that somebody says? Especially when they know that person. When they know that person, heart, soul, mind, anything and everything about that person. They've known that person for years. Years. Like I said, I mean years. Like we're talking 10, 12, 15, 20 years they know this person, right? And people can change. Yeah, people can change. But there's an integrity and authenticity that somebody carries, right? And I'm blown away in the last, I would say, let's say year and 6 months, how much people have shown true colors to me, how much they have shared their vulnerability, even unwillingly. Let's put it that way. You know, through motions and things that they do, things that they don't do, things that they text, things that they comment. Maybe not even that. Maybe just the way they look at you when you're at the store, which is partially why I'm doing this video. Like, I don't know. it's very interesting to me. Like, I guess maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, okay? Maybe I've always been taught not to judge somebody, not to believe something until I find out the truth. One of the things that my mom always told me when it comes to cheating, affairs, things like that, she would always say that if somebody was going to come to them and try and cause problems in their home, prove it. Prove it. If somebody wanted to say that this person was doing something they shouldn't be doing, or this person hurt this person, or this person, all the things, right? Prove it. I want to see proof as to why you're telling me everything that you're telling me about this person. I want to see what is making you tell me what you're telling me about this person. I'm not just going to believe what you're telling me, which is usually a projection of somebody's wound. But I'm not going to, unless it's real. And a lot of people don't live realistically anymore. A lot of people don't live in reality. They live in what they want people to see. They live in what they want. And most of the time, it's all trauma. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. So when I say, what makes somebody judge somebody? What makes somebody treat somebody a certain way? What makes somebody, I don't know, like what makes somebody do those things? By somebody else saying something, or somebody else sharing something, or somebody else spreading something. Like, what makes that person do it? Is it something they're doing on their own out of here because that's how they really feel? Most of the time, no. Most of the time, they're jumping on the bandwagon. Most of the time, they don't actually find out the truth for themselves. Most of the time, they just take the pitchfork and they just automatically assume, which we know makes an ass out of you and they just automatically assume those things that person said. There was a situation that happened here in town with a certain business, and everybody had the pitchfork out, and everybody said so much shit about that said business, about a couple of those said businesses, and I'm not going to go there because I don't do the drama bullshit, but what I will say is, I went out and found by myself. I found out on my own. I walked into that store and I asked questions. Because I wasn't going to judge that person. I wasn't going to automatically make an assumption or automatically make a decision on how I was going to feel about that other person by finding out their opinion, by finding out their story, because there's always more than one story in every situation. So when I say what I said about those three things, it really makes me question. It really makes me wonder. This is part of my healing, by the way. And I think it's part of your healing too. Some of you, I think it's part of your healing as well, because we know that in most cases, the way we are treated is trauma. Whether it be hermit and recluse, whether it be yell and scream, whether it be some of the malicious shit that people can do, it's all trauma-based. It's all trauma-based because every single one of us are carrying trauma around with us every single day. And it doesn't matter how much you align your chakras and how much you do your past life regression work and how much you get readings and shit, all the things that I do. It doesn't make any difference. Trauma is trauma and everybody has it. Big and small, little and it doesn't make any difference. Everybody has it. And it gets me. Because then there's the comparison of that, right? Where my trauma is worse than your trauma and my trauma is worse than your trauma. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, we really are ridiculous. I mean, if there's aliens, which there is, I'm betting they kind of sit there and they go, y'all dumb bunch of dumb mother effers, because like, what are you doing? What are you doing to your world? What are you doing? Like, you have no social skills whatsoever. You are violent towards one another. You yell and scream at each other. You fight all the time. Like, that's not what it's all about, folks. Like, it's not. It's about communication. It's about talking to one another. It's about listening and hearing the other person. Like, there's so many different things. But in some cases, that's not a possibility. In some cases, it's not. In some cases, there's boundaries that need to be set. And there's so much disrespect that's been done that there's no fixing it. Because that person has enough integrity and enough self-esteem in themselves that they're totally fine walking away from it and never looking back. And if that makes them an asshole, well, it is what it is. But that makes them love themselves. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you loving yourself and having self-esteem. I am so sick and tired of people wanting others to dim their light because they're not comfortable with it. Let me say that again. I am so tired of others wanting those to dim their light because they're not comfortable with it. I literally dealt with it for a year. And I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I will not. As I sit here with white from head to flippin' toe, I will never dim my light. Never. I will never, ever dim my light, and I will never question my faith. I won't. And I don't care what anybody tries to show me. I don't care what anybody tries to say to me. I don't care. Right here, folks, my heart is 100% open to good intention. Let me say that again. My heart is 100% open to good intention. Love, good intention, not love and light bullshit, real, authentic energy, real, authentic sovereignty. That is what I am open to. I am not open to the drama. I am not open to the bullshit. I am not open to the salty comments. I'm not open to the salty ass looks that I get at the grocery store because people decide to spread rumors. I'm not open to any of it. Why? Because it doesn't matter to me. I'm doing this video and this video alone to share with others because I think others go through the same shit as anybody else. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of people wanting others to dim their light. I'm tired of others that aren't strong enough to show their light because of their trauma that they don't work through and they don't deal with, that they expect somebody else to dim theirs. Not to have a lucrative business, not to have a beautiful home, not to have a nice car, not to have a loving family, not to have any of those things because they don't have them. And for heaven forbid, we as a community, as a collective, should feel bad because we have that. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. That people work their asses off to have what they have. And because one or two rumors get spread, it causes people to be under attack. It causes people to not feel safe in their own town. It causes people to not feel comfortable leaving their business. And this is not me, by the way. I'll walk openly everywhere because I feel safe. Because I have my angels. I have God. Yeah, I said it. I have God on my shoulder. I walk in my conviction and I'm fine with it. Do I do tarot? Yes, I do. Do I read oracle cards? Yes, I do. Do I help people heal themselves? Holy crap, yes, I do. Do I burn incense? Yes. Do I make spell jars? Not so much, but I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I make stews and soups and stuff, and that's kind of like a spell, right? You're taking different energies from different vegetables and different foods and different herbs and stuff, and you're putting them all together. So yeah, that's a spell. What is the other one? I don't even know. Like, do I burn candles? Yeah, I do. Oh, wait, that's right. We burn candles on a birthday cake. We sing happy birthday. That's a chant. Wait a minute. Hold on. I do all those things. And I do those things with good intention and open heart. Open heart. And I will keep doing that. And I still will keep standing my conviction until the day that I die. But I will not. And I will repeat this again to every person out there, every single person that sees this, every single person that decides to take this and show this to somebody else because they're trying to be that person, because they're trying to cause drama, because they're trying to cause issues, because of the said rumors that they have heard about that said person. And then they decided to make that assumption without coming and talking to that person, which I'm over it. I won't talk about it. But I will do my videos. Oh yeah, I'll do my videos because I've done that years. I've done that for 5, 6, 7 years. And I will never, ever stop speaking my truth. Never. Never. If injustice is something that is done, I will speak my truth. If faith is something that I want, I will speak my truth. If love is something I want to talk about, I will speak my truth. But shame, shame, shame on those who want others to dim their light. Shame on those that decide to attack businesses, not mine, by the way. Shame on those that decide to attack businesses because of some rumor that they heard, that they didn't get all of the information. Before you stand on your pedestal and before you decide to walk with that mob, with that pitchfork, please do a check-in with yourself. Please sit with yourself and go, you know, this whole mob over here is doing this, but you know, it just doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't feel like something I want to be a part of. And then do right here what feels right. Don't do what that person told you to do. Don't do what that person told you to do. Do right here what you're supposed to do. And once again, when I ask that question, what makes somebody judge somebody else? What makes somebody dim their light? Do you want me to tell you? What makes somebody do that is their trauma. What makes somebody do that is their dad telling them they would never be good enough. What does that is somebody saying, you know what? You look like shit in that outfit you have on right now. You are a disgrace. You look like a slut. That is what does what I'm talking about. That's what makes somebody else dim their light. And that is what makes somebody else or make them think that they need to dim their light because they aren't strong enough to do their work. They're not strong enough to heal themselves. They're not strong enough to sit with their shit and stop making everybody else the problem. Stop making everybody else the situation. And realize that you may be the fucking problem. Because you probably are. If you are causing all of these issues and you're causing the drama and you're causing people to feel a certain way about a person and they're not doing it on their own, I want you to sit with yourself and I want you to think about what you are causing. The relationship to fall apart, once again, not me. The communications to fall apart, those businesses to falter, all those different things because you decided to listen to one person on social media, or you decided to listen to one business, or you decided to listen, whatever. You decided to listen to them instead of finding out for yourself. Be your own damn detective. Do your own damn work. Hell, I'll even have people that'll probably look at this video and go, that bitch is crazy, or, oh, well, she sounds so stupid right now. I don't care. Let me just say, I don't care. Kombucha, by the way. I don't care. What I care about is seeing all the injustice that is done on a regular basis on an emotional and a mental level to everybody that's not nearly as strong as I am. I'll handle it. I got some strong ass shoulders because I got angels on each one of them. I got some strong ass shoulders and I can handle anything. Any black magic, any curses, any hexes, any whatever else you want to try and throw at a girl, go right ahead. I got you. I got you. But leave people alone. Let them make their own decisions because guess what? By you deciding to do what you do, by you deciding to spread rumors and talk shit and, you know, say all the things about other businesses or about certain people or Lord knows, once again, not me, even though this video is going to go to somebody and they're going to think it's about me. I mean, it kind of is about me, but it's not really about me. It's actually about other businesses. But take it as it resonates. Do what you will with it. Because that falls back on you too. That's your karma. And actually, let me say this. Cheers. Let me say this. Completely sober, by the way. Just kombucha high. Good bacteria rolling around in that gut. Let me say this. Understand that what you do right now is your karma. And if you don't deal with it right now, And if you decide to stir the pot, you decide to keep causing all these problems for other fellow businesses and other fellow people and all the things, families, loved ones, whatever. You decide to do that, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. 100% is. I don't know about all you. I want to be standing on the right side of it. That could sound like judgment. That can sound like ego all day. I don't care. I don't believe in ego death anyways, so I don't care. I'm so tired of others supposed to dim their light. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of walking in the store and being dressed nice, being dressed tasteful, being dressed classy, and others looking at you like you are a problem because you're dressed like that. Shit, because I'm wearing a turban that sets me apart from everybody. Yeah, it does, because I want it to. But the judgment that comes from it, and not just me. I'm not just talking about me. This is not a video to do about Skydon. That is not what this is. This is a video to talk about my personal journey to help you with yours. I hope somebody looks at this and goes, wait a minute. You know what? Yeah, give me a second. Let me process, because every single time I do these videos, guys, I'm doing it to plant the seed. I'm doing it to help somebody. Even if it gets out there and it only helps one person change their perspective, it only helps one person for the day, I don't care. It at least helped that one person, and that is literally what it's about. If I can help one person a day, I have done my job. Hell, if I can help 10 people a day, I've done my job. I am 100% in the happiest place that I have ever been in my whole existence from the time that I started this. Hell, from when I was 13 years old and I was dealing with the same bullshit that I dealt with when I was that age. I am in the happiest place that I have ever been. And this is my test for me to stand in my integrity. Am I going to dim my light this time, or am I going to allow myself to be who Skydon really is in this life? I'm done with it. I'm done. I'm going to still shine. I'm going to still run my business. I'm going to still make people happy, and I'm still going to do what I need to do for the community. And that's not going to change. I'm still going to wear the clothes that I wear. I'm still going to tote the things I tote. I'm still going to talk about the things that I talk about, and I'm not going to change. And it doesn't matter who or what look I get or words I get thrown at me, or, like I said, once again, magic that gets thrown my direction. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. If I get up every morning and I say grace and I pray and I tell God all the things that I am grateful for before I go to bed at night and before I get up in the morning, small or big, it doesn't make any difference. And I touch just one person, just one. Whether it be let them sit in the store with their dog, whether it be a kid come in and see the fish, whether it be staying open late for somebody that can't smoke, can't drink anymore, and is looking for something else to help them take the edge off a little bit, or just to, I don't know, that's what it's about for me. It's different for you guys. It's different for everybody. It's different for everybody. But for me, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I hope, if anything, this video helps you understand, be where you're supposed to be. Don't let somebody else dictate your future. Don't let somebody else tell you certain things that's going to make you think that that's what you should do. Dude, get it right here. Find it right here in your soul. Your soul knows where you need to go. Your soul knows what you need to do. It's yours. It never dies. So please, sovereignty, folks, I've been talking about this for years. Make your own decisions. Find out the truth. Don't just go by something somebody else said. Don't just go by something that somebody else wrote on social media. Find out for yourself. You know? Even friends. It's okay to trust to a certain degree, but find out for yourself. Talk to that person. Go talk to that business. Go talk to that person. Go talk to anybody or anything. And find out on your own. You're going to find out sometimes when it doesn't feel right and somebody tells you something and you're like, I don't know. I don't really think that person would be that way. Or, I don't know. I've never... And they say, oh, no. Yeah, no. This happened and that's what happened. And how could you think that's not the case? Like, what are you talking about? Like, oh my gosh. You don't love me? Oh my gosh, you don't believe me? No, I don't. I'm going to go find out for myself. If you honor me and you respect me, then you're going to let me go find out for myself. You're not going to instantly be pissed at me because I went and decided to find out on my own. You're going to respect me and you're going to honor me, because if you weren't doing what you weren't supposed to be doing, that wouldn't be an issue. Because if you were standing in your integrity and you were telling the truth, let's just put that here, cheers again. If you were standing in your integrity and you were telling the truth, then you wouldn't care that that person wanted to go find out for themselves. Because you wouldn't have anything to hide. You wouldn't have anything to hide. There'd be nothing to lie about. And for those rumors that I have heard about me being dark, I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. Because I am far from it. I've been dark. When I was 13, after the last time that I dealt with bullshit like this, and then also about 10, 15 years ago, when I was in the bar business and in the strip club industry. Oh, what? I was in the strip club industry? Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was probably one of my darkest times. But it also made me who I am today. And there's nothing that you can dig up, there's nothing that you can try and find that most people don't know about. Everybody knows who I am because I've always shown all of this. Literally, I've always shown all of this to the whole world, and I don't care. Because when I was 13, that was all taken from me. When I was 13, I wasn't allowed to do that. I was made fun of, I was bullied, I was spit on. List goes very long. I had an eating disorder. Oh, yep, that too. I went dark. I went into a deep depression. Not to the degree that today's youth would do, but definitely bad for the time. But it also formed me and created me into who I am today. And the funny thing is, we think we heal from those things, and that shit comes right back around and smacks us in the face, and it goes, hey, you didn't deal with that. There's still some things that need to be addressed, and there's still some things that need to be dealt with. And so here, I'm going to pull this out of your subconscious, and you're going to have to deal with it. Or otherwise, if you don't deal with it, then you're just going to project onto somebody else, and you're going to keep doing the same shit. Oh, and then guess what? When you're like 50-some years old, some asshole's going to come into your life again and try and screw it up and try and bully you and try and get you to dim your light. And what are you going to do? You going to allow it to happen? Or are you going to stand in your integrity and learn your lesson and see the pattern and do something about it? Because I'm going to. I don't want to come back and do this again. I don't want to have to relearn lessons through this life. I don't want to have to do that, let alone in another one. Oof. All right, guys. I love you so much. Like, I don't think anybody really even understands the love that I have for every single one of you. Even if you don't like these videos, even if you don't follow my YouTube and you just creep on it, I love you anyways. Like, all of these people that decide to throw me under the bus, and all of these people that decide to say mad shit about me and give me dirty looks when I'm in the store, and oh, I love you. I love you, and I love you, and I love you, and I love you. Gosh, I love all of you. I love all of you. Because we're all beautiful creatures, right? I got it tattooed on my chest. Yep. We're all beautiful creatures. We're all here to learn lessons. And we're all here to be in this messy, mucky water, this messy, mucky shit with each other. for a little bit of time. But wouldn't it be better to do it in your own authenticity? Wouldn't it be better to walk on your journey and know that you've never judged anybody, you've never done anybody wrong, that you've never, if you have done somebody wrong, you've fixed it. If you have listened to other people and they were wrong, that you righted it. Wouldn't that be better than to, I don't know, have egg on your face? I think I posted that a week ago or so. Wouldn't it be better to do that? I mean, egg is good for our skin, right? Makes us young, keeps us youthful. I got other ways of doing that. I don't really want to do it with egg. So yeah, guys. Yep. Pluto's still in retrograde. She'd be in retrograde until October. Karma be hitting. What is it? What do they call that? Hitting bars? I don't know. My son probably make fun of me right now, but whatever. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I'm trying to be silly. But anyways, yeah. Seriously. If you get anything from this video, make your own decisions. Find out your own truth. Go talk to those people. Don't listen to somebody else telling you something. Because most of the time, you're going to believe it because it's something inside of you that's not healed, and that's why you choose to believe what they're saying. Yeah, right there. Cat's out of the bag. That's absolutely the case. Most of the time, if you choose to listen to somebody else and not find out the truth for yourself, it's because it's still something inside of you. And you align with that person. And so that's why the drama and the feeding and all of the bullshit and the shit just keeps piling up. And then you wonder why you live the life you do. It's because you choose to live that life. It's because you are creating that reality. This is my TED Talk for tonight. I love you guys. Thank you so much. No business talk today. I'll get with you guys tomorrow. I hope this video serves you well, and I hope that it does what you need it to. I love every single one of you with all of my heart, good or bad. Whether you choose to not talk to me, whether you choose to have nothing to do with me, whether you choose to unfriend me, whether you choose to keep me as your friend and not really be a friend and then just take information back to somebody else. Okay. I still love you. I just hope you learn to make the right decision and learn to stand in your own integrity and take your power back instead of letting somebody else have it.